Shazam! I finally saw Shazam last week. I'm glad to have finally seen it and still had the chance to see it in a movie theater. I had a couple problems with it, but overall it was a great superhero movie. The actor playing Billy Batson, he's great in it, and the other teenage actors are wonderful in the picture too. Zachary Levi as the main hero, Shazam, after Billy Batson transforms into him. Zachary Levi does a great job. I met him a couple years ago, as I addressed in a previous video. I like seeing how Zachary Levi has evolved as an actor from Tangled to showing off his singing abilities, to the show Heroes Reborn from a couple years ago, to here as this muscle-built guy, Shazam! The story is funny. I like the balance of humor and the balance of the serious tone. The dark elements and funny elements are woven perfectly throughout the story. I like the build-up of the powers, how when Billy Batson first becomes Shazam, we see him goofing around with his powers, and then he eventually learns that he has to use his powers for good, to help others, to save people, to be a superhero. And then Mark Strong comes in as the villain, and it's funny how Mark Strong has consistently played an evil man in movies, with Stardust, Green Lantern, Sherlock Holmes, and there are many other movies where he plays the bad guy, and here he is playing the bad guy again in this, and he's great in it. He's really good at playing villains after all. I like that Shazam was filmed in Philadelphia. I've mentioned before that I'm from Philly, and I like that this movie captured some of the beautiful parts about Philadelphia, but not all of the city. I plan myself to capture more of Philadelphia in future projects. As for more on the story, I don't want to give too much away, but the CG is very strong. It's not overabundant either. It's pleasing to the eye. I like the fight scenes. I like the fight scenes. The fight scenes were good. They weren't headache-inducing. The fight scenes were shot well, and they definitely put you in the action nicely. I like the twist towards the end with the 7 deadly sins. When Shazam is facing the main villain, he mentions how each demon represents each sin. And when he gets to lust, he says, "We have lust, who I thought was going to be way hotter." That's a really great lesson that the movie teaches. It's funny how he mentions that, and then it's even funnier how he sends that message across to the audience. The lesson that when you see lust, it's very ugly to look at. That was great. I have to say it again. As well, there are some serious subplots too, like Billy Batson trying to find his mother. I even wanted to see more of that, but what we got was very well done. And overall, again, it was a great movie. Now, if you haven't seen Shazam yet, but you haven't been confident in DC movies, give Shazam a viewing. It will definitely be refreshing after the disappointing movies that you've seen before from DC. I think all of us superhero fans know that it's not a rivalry between Marvel movies and DC movies. We all want Marvel and DC to both succeed with their respective pictures. Everybody likes Superman, everybody likes Spider-Man, everybody likes Batman, everybody likes Iron Man. So we want to see good movies from DC and good movies from Marvel, and I'm glad that Shazam brought some more good, refreshing appeal to the audience. Now, I think that's where I'll close it out. So I hope you'll subscribe to me for more videos. I'm definitely going to make some more movie discussions in the future, and I'm working to get my monetization back so I can keep making these videos to entertain you. So, have yourselves a good week, and Shazam!